Hello, and welcome to this deep dive into Stoicism. Today, we will explore 10 timeless lessons inspired by the Stoic philosopher Seneca. These principles aim to help you master yourself, overcome life's challenges, and live a life of meaning and resilience. These teachings are not just relics of ancient philosophy, but are incredibly relevant in our modern world, providing guidance on how to navigate daily struggles and thrive in adversity. As we go through each of these 10 Stoic tips, I will ask questions for you to ponder, encouraging you to engage with these ideas actively. Each tip will not only give you insights into Stoic wisdom, but will also offer practical ways to apply these lessons in your own life. If you stay with me until the end, you will walk away with a clear understanding of how Stoicism can transform your mindset, improve your inner strength, and bring more peace into your daily life. Now, let's embark on this journey together and discover how to master yourself, Seneca's way. 1. Protect your time. Seneca famously said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This statement points directly to one of the most important aspects of mastering oneself: time management. Time is our most precious resource, and once it's gone, we can never get it back. Yet, how often do we allow ourselves to be distracted, consumed by trivial matters, or caught up in activities that do not truly serve our goals or values? Stoicism teaches us to be deliberate in how we spend our time, to protect it as one would a valuable possession. Are you guarding your time with the same vigilance that you would guard your most prized assets? Reflect on how you allocate your time each day. Is it being spent on meaningful pursuits that align with your values, or is it squandered on tasks that add little to your life's purpose? To apply this Stoic principle, start by evaluating the activities that occupy your day. Create a list of what you do from morning to night. Which of these tasks truly matter? Which ones bring you closer to your goals? This exercise will help you identify the areas where your time is being wasted. Once you've recognized the distractions, you can begin to eliminate them, or at least reduce their influence over your daily routine. Another practical approach to guarding your time is to practice saying no. How often do you agree to requests that do not benefit you or that add to your workload unnecessarily? By learning to say no to what does not align with your values or long-term objectives, you protect your time for what truly matters. Every time you say yes to something insignificant, you are effectively saying no to something important. Be mindful of this trade-off. As you go through your day, ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? This simple question can help keep you focused on what truly matters and prevent you from falling into the trap of wasting time on unimportant things. Guarding your time does not mean becoming rigid or inflexible. It is about being conscious of how each moment is spent and ensuring that the time you do invest leads to growth and fulfillment. By prioritizing what is essential and eliminating what is not, you free yourself to live a life that is more aligned with your purpose. When you protect your time, you gain more than just minutes or hours. You gain the freedom to pursue what truly matters, to live a life of virtue, and to find inner tranquility. As Seneca reminds us, we must treat time as a limited resource because it is the very substance of our lives. So, are you willing to take a hard look at how you spend your time and make the necessary changes? Reflect on this, and let's move to the next principle. 2. Do the hard things. Seneca believed that greatness is not achieved without effort and struggle. Treat the body rigorously, he advised, suggesting that by putting ourselves through voluntary hardships, we prepare both the mind and body for the inevitable difficulties that life will present. This is where Stoicism comes into play as a philosophy that encourages us to lean into challenges rather than avoid them. How often do you find yourself avoiding the difficult path in favor of the easier one? Do you shy away from tasks that seem too demanding? Or do you embrace them as opportunities for growth? Doing hard things is not just about physical challenges. It includes emotional and mental struggles as well. It's about facing fears, having tough conversations, and making decisions that require sacrifice. The Stoic approach is to willingly put oneself through these tests to build resilience. Think about a time when you faced a significant challenge. What did you learn from it? Did you grow stronger, wiser, or more capable because of it? The truth is, in the crucible of difficulty, our character is tempered, and we develop the inner fortitude necessary to withstand life's inevitable adversities. In practical terms, start by setting small, deliberate challenges for yourself. It could be something as simple as taking a cold shower, doing an intense workout, or practicing a skill that you find difficult. By gradually increasing the level of difficulty, you build a habit of overcoming adversity. This prepares your mind to deal with greater challenges when they arise unexpectedly. Seneca's advice to treat the body rigorously applies equally to treating the mind rigorously. Do not allow yourself to become mentally lazy or complacent. Challenge your beliefs, question your assumptions, and be open to changing your perspectives. The harder the struggle, the more profound the growth. What hard thing will you commit to doing today? Remember, the path of least resistance leads to a life of mediocrity, while the path of struggle leads to greatness. Are you ready to embrace the hard things that come your way? 3. Embrace continuous learning. For Seneca, life was a continuous process of learning. He saw the pursuit of knowledge not as a means to an end, but as a lifelong journey that enhances one's ability to live virtuously. This is where Stoicism differs from other philosophies. It emphasizes the importance of applying knowledge in daily life to improve one's character and resilience. Are you dedicating time each day to learn something new? Do you seek out experiences that challenge your understanding of the world? The Stoic mindset encourages us to see life as a classroom where every situation is a lesson. There is no point in accumulating knowledge if it is not used to improve oneself. To truly embody the Stoic principle of continuous learning, start by identifying areas where you wish to grow. Is it in developing a new skill, improving your physical health, or understanding philosophy and history more deeply? Once you have a focus, set aside dedicated time each day to work on it. Read, practice, or seek out mentors who can guide you in this pursuit. But learning does not stop at acquiring information. It involves reflecting on what you have learned and understanding how it can be applied to make you a better person. Ask yourself, how can this knowledge help me live a life of greater virtue? The Stoic way is to internalize what you learn and let it shape your character. With the world changing at a rapid pace, continuous learning is not a luxury, but a necessity. The skills and knowledge that served you well yesterday may not be sufficient for tomorrow. Embrace the mindset of a lifelong learner and be adaptable. Stoicism teaches that change is constant, and it is our duty to equip ourselves with the tools needed to thrive in an evolving world. So, what will you commit to learning today? Remember, every bit of knowledge gained makes you more adaptable and better prepared to face whatever life throws your way. 4. Focus on your response. Seneca often spoke about the importance of focusing on one's response to external events. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters is a cornerstone of Stoicism. In life, you will face many unexpected twists and turns, but what determines your success is not the events themselves, but your ability to respond with wisdom and composure. Have you ever allowed an unexpected setback to ruin your entire day? Did you react impulsively or emotionally to a situation, only to regret it later? Stoicism teaches that we have no control over external events, but we do have control over our internal state, our thoughts, emotions, and responses. It is in mastering these that we find true freedom. The next time you encounter a challenge, pause and take a moment to reflect on how you can respond in a way that aligns with your values. Ask yourself, what is within my control here and what is not? This shift in perspective helps you to focus on what you can change while letting go of what you cannot. It allows you to navigate life's storms with a sense of calm and purpose. The Stoics practiced a mental exercise called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. It involves imagining possible negative outcomes so that you are prepared for them. This does not mean dwelling on pessimism, but rather conditioning the mind to respond with resilience when faced with difficulties. When you anticipate challenges, you are less likely to be caught off guard and can respond more rationally. Remember, your response to a situation is like a canvas upon which you paint the portrait of your life. Choose your colors wisely and let your actions reflect your highest self. 5. Make others better. Seneca often emphasized that a life of virtue is not lived in isolation. The pursuit of self-mastery also involves helping others to improve and grow. Stoicism teaches that we are social beings, interconnected and interdependent. The well-being of others influences our own, and when we uplift those around us, we create a community where virtue can thrive. Have you ever considered the impact you have on the people in your life? Are your actions and words contributing to their growth, or do they hold others back? Seneca's teachings remind us that our influence extends beyond ourselves. By striving to make others better, we also elevate our own character. When you help someone overcome a challenge or provide guidance in a time of need, you are not just being kind, you are practicing virtue. Think about a mentor, a friend, or a family member who has had a positive influence on you. What did they do that helped you grow? How did their presence make a difference in your life? Reflect on this and ask yourself how you can be that person for someone else. The Stoic approach to making others better is not about imposing your views or trying to control their lives. It is about leading by example and being a source of encouragement and support. One practical way to make others better is to share what you learn. As you embark on your journey of continuous growth, pass along the insights and skills you acquire, offer constructive feedback rather than criticism, and provide guidance that empowers others rather than diminishes them. When you choose to help others improve, you cultivate relationships that are built on mutual respect and growth. Additionally, practicing active listening is an effective way to make others better. Sometimes, the most valuable thing you can offer is your presence and understanding. When someone shares their struggles or seeks your advice, listen with empathy and offer guidance based on reason and virtue. Your ability to positively influence others will grow as you consistently show up for them with a genuine desire to help. Are you taking steps to improve the lives of those around you? How can you be a catalyst for positive change in your community? Remember, the ripple effect of your actions can extend far beyond what you see. Every small act of kindness and wisdom you impart has the potential to shape the lives of many. As you seek to master yourself, consider how making others better can enrich your own journey. Helping others succeed does not diminish your own progress. Rather, it enhances it, making your pursuit of virtue more meaningful. 6. Seek challenges. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." The idea is that seeking challenges is essential for growth. Stoicism encourages us to willingly confront difficulties because it is through these experiences that we discover our true potential and refine our character. Challenges are not to be feared, but embraced as opportunities to grow stronger. Reflect for a moment. Are you avoiding a particular challenge because it feels daunting or uncomfortable? Is there a project, a goal, or a fear that you have been putting off? Seneca's advice is clear. Step outside your comfort zone. The comfort zone, while seemingly safe, is a place of stagnation where no real growth occurs. True potential lies just beyond the boundaries of comfort, in the realm of struggle and effort. Stoicism teaches us that when we seek out challenges, we build resilience. The more we expose ourselves to difficulties, the more capable we become of handling whatever life throws our way. Consider the mindset of athletes who push themselves through rigorous training to achieve excellence. They do not avoid pain and discomfort. They embrace it as a necessary part of their journey. Similarly, we must approach life's challenges as training for the mind and spirit. Start by setting small challenges for yourself. It could be something like waking up earlier, committing to a fitness routine, or taking on a new responsibility at work. As you accomplish these smaller goals, gradually increase the difficulty level. By constantly pushing your limits, you will cultivate a mindset that views adversity not as a setback, but as an essential part of growth. Stoicism also teaches the concept of voluntary discomfort. This involves deliberately putting oneself in challenging situations to build mental fortitude. For example, practicing fasting, enduring physical exertion, or refraining from certain comforts can strengthen your ability to face real hardships. It is not about self-punishment, but about training the mind to withstand life's inevitable difficulties. Think about this. What is one challenge you have been avoiding that, if faced, could bring significant growth? Why not take the first step toward it today? Embrace the struggle and remember that the path of least resistance often leads to mediocrity. The path of challenge, though more difficult, leads to greatness. By actively seeking challenges, you prepare yourself for the uncertainties of life, ensuring that when hardships come, you are ready to face them with strength and resilience. This proactive approach to adversity is what separates the Stoic from the average person. 7. Live in alignment with your values. Living in alignment with your values is fundamental to Stoicism. Seneca emphasized the importance of consistency between one's actions and inner principles. When you act in accordance with your values, you experience a sense of peace and integrity. Conversely, when your actions contradict your values, it leads to inner conflict and dissatisfaction. Take a moment to reflect. What are the core values that guide your life? Are you living in a way that honors these values? It is essential to identify what you stand for and use these principles as a compass for your decisions and actions. Without this alignment, life becomes a series of disconnected choices that lack meaning and purpose. Living according to your values requires self-awareness and honesty. You must first be clear about what matters most to you, and then evaluate whether your current lifestyle supports these beliefs. Are you prioritizing wealth over integrity or comfort over growth? If your daily actions do not reflect your values, it is time to make a change. Stoicism encourages us to periodically reflect on our values and assess whether we are living up to them. This is not about achieving perfection, but about making steady progress toward a life of virtue. When you act in alignment with your values, you build character and gain a sense of fulfillment that external success alone cannot provide. Another key aspect of living according to your values is having the courage to stand up for them, even when it is difficult. There will be times when you face external pressure to compromise your principles, whether it is for social acceptance, financial gain, or avoiding conflict. In such moments, remember that a life of integrity is far more valuable than temporary comfort. Consider this: how would you behave if you had nothing to gain or lose? This question can help you determine whether your actions are genuinely aligned with your values or are influenced by external factors. Strive to be the same person in private as you are in public, and let your principles guide you in all circumstances. When you live a life that is aligned with your values, you not only achieve personal satisfaction, but also inspire others to do the same. Your consistency in thought and action serves as a powerful example, encouraging those around you to reflect on their own values and strive for a life of virtue. So, are your actions today a true reflection of your values? If not, what steps can you take to bring your life back into alignment? Remember, living in accordance with your values is not just a one-time decision, but a daily commitment. 8. Cultivate a robust mindset. The Stoic mindset is characterized by resilience, strength, and adaptability. Seneca advised cultivating a mindset that focuses on solutions rather than problems, opportunities rather than obstacles. How you perceive the world shapes your experiences, and by training your mind to view life through a Stoic lens, you can overcome difficulties with grace and determination. Do you often find yourself overwhelmed by negative thoughts? Are you prone to seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles? If so, it may be time to reframe your perspective. The Stoic approach involves acknowledging that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we interpret and respond to them. This shift in thinking is essential for developing a resilient mindset. One practical exercise to cultivate a Stoic mindset is to practice amor fati, or the love of fate. This means embracing everything that happens to you, both good and bad, as necessary parts of your journey. Instead of resisting or complaining about difficulties, accept them as opportunities to grow stronger. When you approach life with the mindset that everything happens for a reason, you develop a profound sense of peace and acceptance. Another technique is to focus on what is within your control. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of directing your efforts toward things you can change, while letting go of what you cannot. By distinguishing between what is up to you and what is not, you free yourself from unnecessary anxiety and frustration. To further strengthen your mindset, practice gratitude regularly. Even in the face of adversity, there is always something to be thankful for. By consciously acknowledging the good in your life, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity, making it easier to maintain a positive outlook. Remember, cultivating a robust mindset is not about ignoring reality or pretending that problems do not exist. It is about facing challenges with a sense of purpose and determination. How can you start reframing your thoughts today? What will you choose to focus on when life presents its next challenge? By developing a mindset that views difficulties as stepping stones to growth, you equip yourself to handle life's inevitable trials with poise and strength. This is the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to master ourselves through the cultivation of a resilient mind. 9. Practice the art of reflection. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. Seneca believed that taking time each day to examine your thoughts, actions, and decisions is crucial for self-improvement. It is through reflection that we gain insight into our strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. Are you making time for daily self-reflection? Or are you rushing through life without pausing to evaluate your progress? Reflecting on your day allows you to identify where you acted in accordance with your values and where you fell short. It is not about self-criticism, but about learning from your experiences. The Stoics would often review their day in the evening, asking themselves questions such as, "What did I do well? Where did I go wrong? And what can I do better tomorrow?" Engage in this practice regularly to gain clarity on your goals and to ensure that you are making deliberate progress toward them. When you reflect, focus not only on your actions, but also on your thoughts and intentions. Were your thoughts in line with your principles? Did you allow external circumstances to dictate your mood, or did you maintain control over your emotions? One effective way to practice reflection is by keeping a journal. Writing down your thoughts and experiences allows you to see patterns in your behavior and track your progress over time. It also serves as a space for setting intentions and goals for the future. Reflection is not just about looking backward, it is also about planning ahead. Use the insights gained from reflection to make conscious adjustments to your daily life. This is the process of continuous growth, evaluating where you are, understanding where you need to improve, and taking actionable steps to get there. How often do you pause to reflect on your choices and their consequences? Are you learning from your experiences, or are you repeating the same mistakes? Remember, the art of reflection is a tool that guides you toward a life of wisdom and virtue. 10. Embrace vulnerability. The Stoics recognized that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but rather an indication of courage. To be vulnerable means to admit that you do not have all the answers, that you have fears and flaws. Embracing vulnerability allows you to connect with others on a deeper level and promotes authentic relationships built on mutual trust. Do you find yourself hesitant to show your true emotions out of fear of judgment or rejection? What are you holding back that, if shared, could lead to personal growth or improved relationships? Stoicism encourages us to confront our fears rather than hide from them. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you are practicing honesty, both with yourself and others. Vulnerability also plays a crucial role in resilience. When you accept your limitations, you can work on them without the burden of pretense. This honesty leads to a more grounded approach to self-improvement, as you're no longer trying to live up to an idealized image. Instead, you focus on becoming a better version of your true self. A practical way to embrace vulnerability is to acknowledge your mistakes and take responsibility for them. This is not about dwelling on your shortcomings, but about learning from them. When you can openly admit where you went wrong, you create space for growth and development. Additionally, practice sharing your struggles with trusted friends or mentors. You might be surprised at how many people can relate to your experiences and offer valuable support or advice. Vulnerability fosters genuine connections and helps you realize that you're not alone in facing life's challenges. How can you start embracing vulnerability today? What fears or insecurities are you willing to confront? Remember, the courage to be vulnerable is the first step toward living a life of authenticity and strength. As we conclude this journey through Seneca's teachings, remember that Stoicism is not about achieving perfection, but making continuous progress. Each of the 10 principles discussed offers a pathway to mastering yourself, but they must be practiced consistently to have a meaningful impact. Protect your time, do the hard things, embrace continuous learning, focus on your response, make others better, seek challenges, live in alignment with your values, cultivate a robust mindset, practice reflection, and embrace vulnerability. How will you start applying these Stoic principles in your daily life? What changes can you make to live with more purpose, resilience, and inner peace? If you found value in this exploration of Stoic wisdom, I encourage you to take action. Comment below on which principle resonated with you the most and why. Like this video if you appreciate the insights, and subscribe to the channel for more content that helps you live a life of meaning and growth. Share this video with others who might benefit from these teachings, and together, let us build a community dedicated to the Stoic way. Thank you for watching, and may you find strength and tranquility on your path to self-mastery.